program baru dari Timur Ambon.
Ya, kita beri juga
Timur Ambon Podcast.
Hai Tribuners, senang sekali saya Ajeng Hatalea bisa kembali menyapa Tribuners. Tentunya kita di program Tribun Ambon Podcast yang hadir buat Tribuners di samping program-program kesayangan kalian tentunya ya. Dan seperti biasa Tribuners, kita live di kanal YouTube dan juga Facebook fanpage. Tentunya kalian bisa nimbrung di sana di comment section dengan pertanyaan ataupun euforia kalian ya terkait dengan tema yang bakal kita bahas pada malam hari ini, petang ya lebih tepatnya. Kita mau ngucapin selamat dulu, congratulations buat para fans tim Orange, asik. Ini yang lain kena bullying nanti. Oke, selamat ya atas kemenangan Belanda mengalahkan tuan rumah Qatar di Piala Dunia 2022 dengan skor 2-0 pada pukul 2 hingga pukul 3 permainan berlangsung tadi pagi ya Tribuners. Dan senang sekali karena untuk kesempatan kali ini Tribuners kita langsung mengundang yang kalau kalian mengikuti konvoy atau pawai di malam di subuh tadi pasti ya bisa mengenal sosok ini yang juga nimbrung di antara banyaknya kendaraan yang berlalu lalang di kawasan Jalan Patimura hingga Yan Pais, pokoknya di Batu Meja sana. Kita langsung sambut aja, ada Head of International Strategy of KNVB atau Asosiasi Sepak Bola Kerajaan Belanda, Ilja Dijkstra. Hai.
Hey,
How are you?
good. I'm good. Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
We are more than happy for having you here. And I want to tell our tribuners in first that Oke, Tribuners, mungkin kalian akan agak gimana gitu ya, tapi saya harap juga beberapa dari kalian akan memahami percakapan kita karena kali ini di podcast ya Tribun Ambon kita akan ngobrol menggunakan bahasa Inggris karena tamu saya yang satu ini masih dalam proses belajar logat Ambon atau dialek Ambon. Begitu ya mungkin ya. Oh, dia nggak tahu nanti. Setelah ini saya tanyain nih. Oke, hi Ilja. Welcome to Ambon City.
Thank you. Terima kasih.
How do you feel when you touch down in Ambon?
Well, it was a great experience. After being for more than 2 weeks in Jakarta, I was happy to also get out of the city and visit one other place in Indonesia. So it was really great the first days here.
Okay, we are so welcome you in Ambon City. And how many days you've been in Ambon?
I've been here now 2 days only, I think 2 or 3, but
2 or 3.
Yeah.
Okay, and your first impression about Ambon?
Well, me working for the KNVB and also being a big Oranje supporter, it's of course amazing to see and to visit like the Oranje village and to meet the people that are, well, true fans in heart. So yeah, I'm a bit overwhelmed within the first days to be here and well, all with joy and thankfulness. Yeah.
You can see the euphoria around her face. Well, Ilja, is this your first time been to Ambon?
Yes, this is the first time. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We will talk about. We are not going to talk about the match between Netherlands with Qatar in the morning today, but we are going to talk about the euphoria as our topic for today that we already sound on our social media, including Instagram and also Facebook fan page. Before we talk about the euphoria, I want you to tell me and also our audience, which is we called Tribuners, about the KNVB itself, what is that and how you do your responsibility in this association.
Yeah, sure. So the KNVB, the Royal Netherlands Football Association, is in the Netherlands responsible for organizing the competition, so amateur, but also the professional football competition. And next to that, we're also responsible for the football development in our country and coach education. So of course, football has grown from only organizing a competition and playing the beautiful game of football. It changed also towards commercial parts and doing marketing and having big marketing campaigns, of course, for the national team. And that's all responsibility of the KNVB. So we market also our teams. And it's been like 2 years ago that we started to doing some research in international possibilities. And there we thought, okay, we need to broaden our activities, not only stay in the Netherlands, because we are also a global brand. The KNVB is known over the world. See what's here in Ambon, the mural paintings and stuff. So also, like I think now almost 1 year, no, 2 years ago, we started executing also an international strategy, and that's where I'm now head of. So that's also within our responsibilities.
Oh, okay. How long have you been work for KNVB?
How long?
Yeah.
Actually, 2 years.
2
So
years.
yeah, 2.
What is it like work in an association with which you can see the football players that we admire so much? Netherlands fans in Ambon especially. Can you please describe it?
Yeah, sure. Well, it's every day. It feels like well, a gift to go to Zeist. That's our headquarters. It's a beautiful location in the forest. We have beautiful training facilities. So it's a professional level of football where you enter every day when you go into the office. And of course, I get to meet the players when I may do some content productions or asking them questions for partners or for our international fans. Well, you need to be professional, so I'm already a bit used to meeting the players, but I've seen the excitement here for Memphis Depay, so so for me it's totally normal to meet him it's on a professional level, of course, but of course I can understand that for people that are not living in the Netherlands, it's sort of amazing to have the feeling of meeting him. So of course it's a unique situation.
I know what is it like to be in bahasa we call it jaim. Jaga image. Jaga image is like just you protect your image when you're meeting someone you adore, or people out there adore so much. And I think it sounds like a dream job for some people. But for me, I already happy being a journalist.
Yeah, everyone has their own passion, right?
Yeah, right. Okay. So this is a little bit enlighten us about how the KNVB works for the football, especially in Netherlands and in the world. So about your visitation in Indonesia, I read and I also heard about your program, which is called the Orange Indonesia Festival. Okay, it sounds like this is like a party for the Orange fans in Indonesia, especially in Ambon. Can you please tell us how you came up with the idea of in doing or conducting the Orange Indonesian Festival?
Yeah, sure. So I have to go back like 1.5 years to start where it all started, by noticing that there are so many fans living in Indonesia, Oranje fans living in Indonesia. We actually came to the number of 12 million potential Oranje fans, and that's such a big number, you know.
I know.
Even more than we have in the Netherlands, just to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And so when we started to organizing activities, creating content for these fans, I was thinking together with my colleagues, like, okay, if there are so many fans and the World Cup is coming up, we need to organize something big, something that we can do there for the people, and by actually giving something back to the people, also because they have supported us for so many years, and we haven't done anything really to give back. But now was the time to really do something in return. And that's when we came with the festival, because it's also a thing that we do for Dutch fans. So we usually have Oranje fan zones at every match, where people can, before the match, already have some fun activities, sometimes meet and greets, they have performances. So that's when we thought, okay, how cool would it be if we have this Oranje fan zone or a festival in Indonesia?
Wow.
Like, how many kilometers from home? My home. That's when we started thinking of how to organize it together with a local event agency. And also, what important thing was for us for the festival is that it's not only watching the game together with our Indonesian fans, but we also wanted to include the local touch, because we organize everything from Oranje Indonesia. So it's not only about Oranje, it's also how to combine it with Indonesia. And that's why we had the local artists, so local singers, performance from Indonesia.
That's great. That's great. And so actually this kind of events, you already apply in your country, in your home country, and then you thought about it, how to blend with other fans over the world, and Indonesia become one of your target to implementing this program. That's sounds great. And how long you prepare this program? Is there any challenges, something?
Yeah, sure, there were challenges.
Right.
It never comes easy,
Yeah.
especially since my home base is Netherlands, and I work closely together with a local team here in Indonesia, based in Jakarta, and I've been working with them for 1 year. And they helped me in finding a event agency to organize the event. I think we started maybe half a year ago with the idea is to create a concept. And along the road, a lot of things happened, also within the football. Of course, the tragedy in Malam. We had to think of if our festival was even appropriate to still organize it, to celebrate football if there are victims in Indonesia due to football. So these are challenges, of course, that you need to face. And in the end, I'm really happy with my local team here, with the local know-how, because from a Dutch perspective, you don't know everything what happens here really in the local villages, or you really have to have people on the ground to give me advice in what's the right way to approach the challenges. So that's what we did, and eventually I'm really happy that we could organize the event in a positive and safe way. And yeah, from what I've seen, the challenges are there to overcome and to overwin. And there was the festival with 3,000 people supporting Oranje, and it was amazing.
That's great. If you are the Oranje fans, you can also see how the Euphoria went in Jakarta for the match of Netherlands versus Ecuador in last Friday, right? And
Yes.
that's crazy. I also commented on the comment section. I say that this is more crazy in Ambon here. You can also come here, and yeah, right, you're here.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, Ilja, we know that Orange events are everywhere. They are spread from Sabang to Merauke in Indonesia. But why you ended up choose Ambon as one of the target sites to be visited during this event?
Yeah. Well, that's a good question, because I know there are a lot of fans, and as the KNVB, we want to meet all the fans and talk to them, and celebrate the joy together of football and the Team Oranje. Unfortunately, for me, the country is so big, so it's not possible to visit all the cities. But since we didn't only want to stay in Jakarta, we came up with a sort of a fan tour, or Baronda, is it the right word? Yeah. To visit several fan communities where we know the euphoria is quite high, and we know there are hardcore fans living. And we've seen in like the past years already some videos from Ambon, and I've heard people talking about it. My local team here, of course, we're already mentioning it. Like, okay, if we want to go into the country, you should go to Ambon. So here I am visiting Ambon because of the footage that I already saw, the Euphoria already saw from here, and because of my local team. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. That's good reason to hear. And can you please, after you say that you saw some videos showing how the Orange fans in Ambon celebrate or love the Netherlands national team during the football season, or they still loyal to this team, something like that, and how you and all the Netherlanders, let me say like that, see us, especially fans in Ambon.
Yeah. Well, I've yesterday and the day before I visited some places, so the village, the Oranje village, the people, and of course I went on the convoy. So how do I see the Ambon fans? It's amazing. It's amazing how they support us. They support Oranje. Yeah, after the first day I was here, I had so many impressions. I just had to sort of rethink it, or like, what have I experienced? I have never seen something like this, also not in the Netherlands. So imagine we missed two end tournaments, and still we're now back in the World Cup, which we in the Netherlands also love, but the Indonesian fans were always there, and so it was great to see that they support us, and it's different from the Netherlands. They're so hyped and so enthusiastic. So yeah, great experience.
Yeah, I understand that you get emotional when we talk about this, because I also have a brother in Netherlands living, was born and raised in Netherlands, and he told me this story that even during this World Cup, Netherlanders do not go outside and celebrate the winning like we do in Ambon, in Indonesia in general. But and he say that maybe we can go out and do convoy when we become the winner, something like that. But when they know that there are many fans, people out of Netherlands that celebrate their winning, so I think that this is also the good message for Netherlanders, in your home country.
Actually, yesterday it was on the Dutch news that there was this convoy in Ambon. So I think I already got a lot of messages from my colleagues, from friends, family, like, oh, wow, this is amazing what's happening on Ambon. Because here in the Netherlands, everybody was sitting behind their desk because it was during office hours that the match was being held. So really different way of, celebrating,
Yeah, and we do also one thing that we have to prize, that we have different time zone with the host of 2020 World Cup, even in the previous World Cup as well, so we can watch it not during the office hour. So we just still
nighttime.
Nighttime. You see, but even though in the night time, even early in the morning, like 3, 1, 2 a.m., but people are still awake to see their national team, favorite national team, and Netherlands, for example. And this is really one of best thing that we could see and share the world what's happening here. So as you know also that maybe this question already asked by my friend, my partner yesterday to you last night for sure. You already know about our story. This is actually a dark story, and this is I'm kind of emotional if I rewind and recall about that story. But Through football for me, yeah. Can unite us. How do you see this?
Yeah. Well, I couldn't agree more that football really unites us. I truly believe that football is a positive thing. You know, if you play football as a child, you see smile on people and children their face, and
Yeah.
it's also when you support your country or you support your club. And I think this is also the message that we want to spread out with Oranje Indonesia, what we call our active, like the account here in Indonesia, what we're doing in Indonesia from the KNVB. And with Oranje Indonesia, we truly believe that this and our activities here in Indonesia can create a long-lasting and positive relationship between Indonesia and the Netherlands. Of course, we already have a historical relationship, but it can be even better and even more close and positive via football. And that's what I've seen yesterday. People celebrating together. It's positive. It's joy. It's excitement. And yeah, so I truly believe in the powerful message of football and to unite us.
Okay. Let's talk about the euphoria in Ambon again. You absolutely involved in a nobody know nobody lah ya. Watch the football match together in Ambon, as well as the convoy after the match. And how can you please describe your feeling when you do that?
Yeah, well, we had the no bar together with a big group, I think 100, 200 people. And it was whenever Memphis got the ball, people were like already cheering and screaming, and I was like, "Oh, what's happening?" I thought there was already being scored a goal or something,
Yeah.
but it's just the people were so excited,
Yeah.
and they had like all the oranje, they're wearing oranje or orange, and the horn, they, how do you say the horn? They can like make a sound and well, whatever, not
Trompet.
trompet. Yeah, exactly. So I was already during the match like watching it and was, ooh, this is a great experience. It's very different from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but we walk like behind each other in a sort of polonaise. It's a thing in the Netherlands. It's different from Indonesia,
Okay.
but yeah.
Can you please tell me, because you already you say that this is different how the Netherlands fans in Netherlands and in Ambon celebrate the winning. What's the difference actually?
I think people in Indonesia are even more excited. So the Dutch can be really excited, of course, if we win, but it's more euphoria. I don't know. It's so the Dutch will cheer and be happy and hug each other, and they will do cheers with the beer, and then it's yes, it's okay, and they of course can go partying or something.
Yeah.
But here it's just more minutes of craziness after a goal or after the match that we won. So it's just it's the level of excitement that it's
Yeah.
higher here.
Yes, that's excitement of people in Ambon, and I think that this is one of our charms.
And you keep doing that, like be exciting or show the excitement in a positive way.
Especially towards what we like. We express it with our body language, our smile, and something like that. And that's I see that in a positive way actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any question on our comment section? Ada pertanyaan kah, Tribuners? Ada? Oh, bentar. Di mana? Kak, di mana? Oke, Tribuners kalian yang pengen bertanya terkait dengan ya mungkin mau share juga euforia kalian setelah Belanda taklukan Qatar tuan rumah Piala Dunia 2022 dengan skor 2-0 pagi tadi. Boleh banget ya di kolom komentar Tribuners, kita langsung aja, jangan nyungsep. Oke. Halo. Akun dengan nama Tamata Amalohi. This is a question from Tamata Amalohi. He asked, will the KNVB coach youth players in Ambon? Very good question.
That's
I
a good
think.
question. I actually visited the village of Tulehu today.
Yes,
So
football village.
exactly, and so it was really nice experience to be there. And of course, I spoke to a few players, coaches there, and this is of course an important topic because I know the football development here in Indonesia it can be better, and from the KNVB side, I would love to help, and we're already talking with the PSSI to see if we can help the football development grow even better. So to coach youth players, of course, I would love to say now, okay, I've seen it. I want to bring like 10 coaches and let's start. But it's a bit more difficult than that. It has to
I
do with
know, right?
resources, of course.
Yeah.
But I've seen the place today. I've seen Ambon. I've seen the talents of the talent of the kids playing football. So I'm going back with the story to the Netherlands, and hopefully we can make something work, or in the future we can do something here.
Okay, this is a positive one, Tribuners. She already saw how the potential our people are, and will bring the idea to the homeland. And we do hope that this is can be implemented in years upcoming years. Okay, thank you for the question, Tamata Amalohi. Okay, ada yang Holland yes.
More excitement.
Yes, euforianya tuh belum hilang-hilang. They're still exciting. Oke deh, ada lagi di Facebook fanpage? Oke. Tamata, oke. Last question actually. I still want to talk for a long hour with you because I have like excitement, let's say it again, to know about Netherlands and football as well. But this is my last question. After you experience yourself in Ambon during this match, what story you will bring back home?
Yeah, my story will be we have to do even more here. I mean, this is just the start of the KNVB in Indonesia. We're here now, and the question's already asked, why after 10 years you're now here? But we're here now, and we're here to stay. So I'm gonna bring the excitement back to the Netherlands, and we're gonna think of the long-term plans and a strategy, how we can do even more for the people here and give something back to the fans.
That's great. That's great. Can I hold your hand, please?
Yeah.
I want to transfer a positive energy, and I want to take yours as well.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. It's been more than 30 hours. No, not more than 30 minutes.
That will be a long time.
We talk on our Tribunal podcast today, and thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
We're glad
thank you.
to hear from you about what you're doing and talk about the euphoria of Ambonese people in Ambon celebrating the winning of favorite team, Orange team, especially for those who were on the street last night. Please, safety first.
That's the good message. We also really support. Yeah.
Yes. Is there any advice for the fans here in Ambon?
On that topic, or
Yeah.
yeah, I think so. I've seen the convoy, and of course, I totally love the fact that people are excited and wanna share the joy by riding on the streets together. But as the KNVB, safety is first